This time I found 5 more scenes from the Marvel Cinematic Universe that were deleted before the premiere. If you haven't watched part 1, there is a link on the top right corner. The reasons why these scenes are deleted are generally based on budget, time, or they think this is not directly linked with the scenario. But here we are talking about Marvel, which is part of Disney Studios, and as you guess, budget is not a big problem for them. So the main problem for superhero movies is time. They are trying to create a high-quality cinematic experience, so even though these scenes are beautiful, they had to remove them from the final movie. In the first scene from the Endgame, we see Iron Man's finger snap, and after his death, all the Avengers team kneel down in front of Tony Stark. In this dramatic scene, we also see Gamora didn't go to her original timeline, and while everyone is praying for Iron Man, Gamora is going away after looking back. We don't know if this Gamora is the one from the past, or the dead Gamora from the Infinity War. After Tony's snap, everyone got back to where they came from, or vanished, but they didn't show us if Gamora died or not. The director of the movie, John Russo, said, "They did everything as planned in Endgame, and the answer to that scene will be answered in the Guardians of the Galaxy 3. In another interview, he said as a joke, "We didn't decide yet if Gamora will die or not." This scene happens in Titan. In Infinity War's final battle, Thanos divided the body and souls of the Guardians with Soul Stone, and Peter Parker helped them to get back to their body. If their soul and body will not merge, they will die. The same thing happened to Doctor Strange too, but he found a way to reach Peter with astral travel. After saving Mantis, Spider-Man found Nebula, Peter Quill and Drax. Doctor Strange says Mantis can fix them, but she has no idea what to do. At the end she figures it out and saves their friends, and brings their souls to their bodies. However, this scene was deleted in the final version, because they thought it would just make a complicated scene even more complex. And only a small portion of visual effects finished. Everything looks weird here. Plus, because of that unfinished scene, we see how important the visual effects are in science fiction movies. In Thor Ragnarok, we saw Thor and Loki seeing Odin for the last time in Norway. Right after that, Hela appears, brothers wear their suits, Hela destroys Mjolnir and they go to Asgard. In the trailer, they are meeting in a street, we see Thor and Loki, but they find Odin in a completely different situation. He tells them Asgard is not a real place, Ragnarok and Hela are coming. Then he hands over the thunder powers to Thor and makes him king. Then Hela comes here, kills Odin, and destroys Mjolnir again. As the director Taika Waititi says, when they showed the movie to the test audience, they regretted Odin's death, and after that the crew made the scene that we saw in the original movie. In my opinion, Odin's peaceful death was more dramatic than the deleted one. In Infinity War, we see Tony Stark after snapping, he shifts to another kind of dimension. He meets with his daughter Morgan Stark. She tells Tony, after his sacrifice, everyone got back and she is proud of him. It seems Morgan's happiness is enough for Tony. Then they hug and Tony says "I love you" 3,000 times. This scene inspired the meeting of Thanos and Gamora. But this scene is not as good as that. And after Iron Man's death, it doesn't match with the flow of events of the movie. It looks like Marvel deleted so many scenes from Infinity War, but this one also comes from there. In the beginning, Hulk has been beaten by Thanos and came back to Earth. After that Hulk refuses to show up, and Bruce Banner has to wear Tony's Hulkbuster to fight in Wakanda. In the deleted scene, Bruce argues with Hulk as in the movie, but here he tells Hulk he has an idea. Bruce jumps from the suit, turns into Hulk, and this iconic scene happens which we saw in the trailer. After the scene, Hulk joins the team again, but this time he speaks with the voice of Bruce Banner. Yes, Marvel wanted to introduce Professor Hulk in Infinity War, but they thought it's not a good idea to show this character without any explanation, and it wasn't persuasive for them to combine Hulk's power and Bruce's mind in a manner of time. That's why they decided to remove this scene, and bring Professor Hulk in Endgame. And the last scene is from Black Panther. Here we see the connection between T'Challa and Chaka, and they explain more about how T'Challa got Black Panther title, and his plans to open Wakanda to the world. These are the things that we never see in the final version. How T'Challa will take Black Panther habit, and what Chaka was doing in Oakland were the things discussed there. But the directors deleted this scene due to the movie's time limit and wanted to keep the film more action-packed. That was the video for today. If you are a Marvel fan, you would like to watch this video too. Thank you for watching.